Hello. I'm going to show you the school that I work at, our schedule, how it works, what time we put in, invest in certain areas, and um, so I'm going to start with it's a middle school, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. The building population is about 1,000 kids, and um, we broke them up into three different wings. And each wing, is obviously so it's 1,000 split into thirds. Uh, so if you look on here, I'm going to go through an example, like one fine and applied arts classes, so like gym and um, uh, like cooking classes and industrial tech. If you look at our schedule, it starts with eighth graders in the morning. So those are called FAA classes, and eighth graders will have the first two periods um, in those classes. And then it goes to seventh grade. They'll have them at about the middle of the day. And then finally, sixth grade at the end of the day. And those fine and applied arts classes obviously are really important for students, and they are important for students because since we plan our tier three um, interventions at that time. And so, for example, I'm a seventh grade teacher, so either third or fourth hour on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I go in and teach students reading interventions, and so I'll go through that 3 times a week. Every Wednesday, I have a common. It's we call it our PLC time, so we look over data and plan our units and our instruction and so on. So with the other two social studies teachers for seventh grade, we get to meet, and that is every Wednesday. We do that from about 10 to 11. And that's obviously a really important time for us to plan our instruction, look over data as far as our common formative assessments, um, and kind of plan our next unit. And so that is our PLC time. We have common planning time pretty much every day, um, Monday through Friday. So if we do need to work on a unit or work on questions or anything, we can go ahead and do that. And like I said, and then every Friday, then we plan. But we don't have interventions. We plan with language arts to look over what we should do for the next week as far as our interventions. And these come in 6 week chunks. And so after 6 weeks, then after our 6 weeks are up, then we have two preps, and then we're really lucky to get a lot of more PLC time and a lot more planning time. And I think that I really appreciate that, especially looking through data. So and this schedule's a bit old. We have tinkered with it just a little bit, just a little more time in the beginning and the end of the day for students to come get their laptops. We are one-to-one with laptops, which is really great for the kids. And so we built a little bit of time for that for students to get their laptops in homeroom and then drop them off at the end of the day. Sixth and seventh grade have about 50-minute classes, and then eighth grade has 60-minute classes, and so that's a little bit of a difference there. So, kind of in conclusion, reading and math interventions happen during fine and applied arts. Unfortunately, we do have students pulled out of, FIAD or art or pretty important classes for those kids, but that is only in like extreme cases. We are currently developing a bit of a different schedule to accommodate for tier two learning interventions. And so we're in the process of doing that. By next fall, we should have a start, and we're looking at kind of taking a few minutes out of each class and creating a whole nother period, a tier two kind of half hour. And so we're looking at rolling that out next fall, which I can't wait for.